Hey. All right. So we are going to be painting our nesting chicken today, and she's so adorable. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to painting because we know we're about to paint at least 3 coats of this white. So let's go ahead and start on coat number 1. And while you're hopping on, tell me that you're here. Tell me where you're watching from, what you doing while you're watching. And if you're catching the replay, tell me #replay to let me know that you came to hang out with us after hours. All right. So we're going to base coat this lovely lady full white. Let's just go on and do it full white. Hey, Marie. A couple minutes passed just because I was having technical difficulties. Hold on 1 second. My white is making lovely, lovely sounds. Lovely. And I have all this stuff that's over here that shouldn't be over here. So I'm like working around it. But go ahead. Tell me that you're hopping on. Tell me what you're doing, where you're watching from. If you're having a little watch party, who you watching with. Sometimes I know that, the kiddos hop on with you. And I have a couple of friends that will have their moms come watch with them. One of my good friend Dana, one of my good friends named Dana, she and her mom used to watch all the time together. Sweet, sweet Dana's mama. We miss her. I love that family. I just love that family so much. Hey, Christy. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Anna. What's up, girls? All right, so we're painting our chicken. She's so cute. Ooh, from Central Florida. It's wet here, too. It is wet here, too. We had 3 straight days of rain. It finally stopped this morning. We got a little bit of a break in the middle of the day yesterday, but it wasn't enough to, chance going outside. This would be cute as a porch set, wouldn't it? Okay, so I was thinking a chicken, an egg, but what would be our third piece? I do things in 3. So what would be our third piece? Like a chicken? What would go well with a chicken? Okay, I know I released the chicken trio, but let's forget that one exists for right now. So, and by the way, because I released designs a day late, guess what? Still buy one, get one free today. But until midnight, just until midnight, all designs, not just the ones that are here released this weekend, but all designs on the website. You have to have at least 2 in your cart. At least 2 in your cart, and the discount is automatically added. But other than the chicken truck, let's forget that one exists right now. If we were just designing around this little lady right here, what would be the 3 pieces? What would be like the whole porch set? Okay, obviously her. I'm doing her as a porch leaner attachment, or I haven't decided, or a garden pit, because I have a flower pot right next to my front door, and I could just stick her right in there, and she would look like she's nesting. Think about this. She would look like she's nesting in my Boston fern. Y'all, how cute would that be? Oh, a cute red barn. I did release a red barn. I mean, this thing could happen. Oh, baby chicks. Valerie. Hold on. Where's my pen and paper? Hold up. Stand by. Dang it. Hold on. Wait. We have paper right here because I always print up a mock up. Let me get a pen. Y'all know I'm going to grab for my Ursula pen. All right. So while this is drying, because it's going to take a minute. Hold on, baby chicks. Baby chicks. This might happen, y'all. Baby chicks. A red barn. I did a double-decker barn. Because everybody does a 1-story barn. I did a 2-story barn. I was like, you know what? There's plenty of single-story barns. Let me do a double-story because I thought it was cute. Okay, so cute red barn. Baby chicks. Oh, a sheep. Rebecca says a sheep. Someone said a pig in the design release yesterday, and so I had already written that down, but I'm gonna carry that over. A little pig, like a little muddy pig. How cute. So a door. Okay, here we go. We got the whole trio right here. So a door hanger. The truck of chickens would be cute. Her porch leaner, garland, and would be really cute. The truck of chickens would be cute for the door hanger. Her porch leaner, garland, chicks. Okay, so this she would be for the porch leaner, right? Okay, her, the porch leaner, and then for garland, the chicks. Oh, an egg and baby chick garland. Ooh, a rooster. Sorry, y'all. There's still some wet paint down here because I'm doing this one-handed. Come on. I'm loving the way y'all's mind works. Okay, so now that we're talking trios here, okay, y'all know what's coming up, right? We've got virtual paint party coming up next month. What theme do you think we should do? I have something kind of in the works, but it's like, when you think of something and you're just like, I love it, but there's just something that's keeping you from pushing the play button. I'm like, there's just something. I was just like, I don't know if I should save this for a paint studio design, which, I mean, let's be real, virtual paint party designs end up being bonus studio designs because they get all the designs for free, right? Star Wars. Rebecca, I can't do Star Wars, and you know that. I can't do anything licensed. I want to go jail. I don't want to get one of them letters that are mean that says stop doing that because you don't own it. Because I would love to do that. Because I would have had a Little Mermaid set a long time ago. But the big mouse company likes their stuff. Oh, a frog. Anna, I've got one in the works just for you, boo. I've got your frog that you requested. So a Paint Studio perk, if you haven't heard about Paint Studio perk is that members get to put their design requests in, and I try to work them into Template Tribe. So Anna wanted something for a frog, so she has a very specific use for it. So I'm going to put that down just so I don't forget it again. But I do have a frog in the works for you so that you can put your saying on it. I think it's just going to have a banner, but you'll be able to put your saying on it that you're wanting. You'd come visit me. Ooh, tacos. Ooh, tacos. Cinco de Mayo is coming up. I've already got a sombrero. I don't call them Cinco de Mayo gnomes because I feel like they would go for like a Midwestern theme. They'd also go for like a Mexican theme, but also Cinco de Mayo. But I have some sombrero gnomes on the website. I have a gnome and a gnomette. Can't wait to see what I've got a design. I got a trio. I just haven't submitted it yet. So when my brain says once it's submitted to Home Creations for blanks. So once I send it to the blanks provider where we all get Wallace House Design blanks from, right? Once I submit it to them, I can't change my idea. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it to them. One, I'm not going to change my idea on them in the middle of production, right? That's just not kind to them because they've been working just as hard as me. But I also try to give myself a boundary. I'm like, once I've submitted it to Home Creations, that's it. That's it. All input is done. I can't go wishy-washy on anything. Ooh, Down syndrome. Okay, fun story. Okay. That you just, you remind me, I was in the plant store today. I couldn't sleep. So y'all know my grandmother's been in the hospital for the past a little over a week. Okay. And I've been staying nights with her and I've been trying to sleep during the day. And I can't. I've been successful once getting a good long nap in during the day. And I think that was yesterday, either yesterday or the day before. Regardless. All right, that's coat 2. Now, our next coat will be like half a coat, and that's just to get the streakiness out, okay? So, I have been keeping myself busy. Today, I went to the plant store just to walk around and look at the pretty things. And I did find a couple of things that I fell in love with. But while I was at the plant store, I was just mindlessly walking around, and then I bumped into somebody. I felt terrible. I mean, it wasn't like a full-on collision, but it was like one of those, like you caught the buggy right before it actually hit them. And I looked up, and it was a young girl, not young, like maybe teenager, older teenager, maybe early 20s. It was just a younger girl with Down syndrome. And I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And she was just so happy. I was like, you're happy that I've ran. But I forget, people with Down syndrome, they're just happy. They're the happiest people. And I'm like, it's almost, it's like you're jealous. Like I was like, I wish I could be happy about someone running into me. But yeah, no. And it just reminded me of, like, I know that I've got a lot going on. I'm stressed to the max. I've got so much I'm worrying about, which I'm worrying, but I'm not, right? Because God's got it. But like, let me get on that level. Let me be happy about someone running their buggy into my ankle. So it kind of helped me change my perspective. They are the happiest people, and I love being around them. I absolutely love being around anybody with that Down syndrome blessing. You could do a candy theme. Ooh, Rebecca. I like that. Oh, Rebecca. Okay, hold on. Okay, so y'all, Rebecca and I live in the same town. We used to do Taekwondo together, okay? Okay, so this right here, I've never, okay, before I broke my arm last year, I had never actually broken a bone before. With one exception, Rebecca cracked one of these bones right here while we were sparring. And I'm telling you, it hurt so bad for that bone just to get cracked. Like, it wasn't fully broken, and it wasn't like a full-on fracture. It was just like a little hairline crack. And I'm telling you, like, I can't remember if she went in for a kick and I blocked and I just sloppily blocked it, or if she came in with, like, I can't remember. I want to say it was a kick and I sloppily blocked it. Not very well, obviously, because, we ended up breaking my hand. But ever since then, I was like, oh, I never want to fully break a bone, because that right there hurts. I mean, it was all black and blue for weeks. It hurts so bad. And we still, she was usually my partner because we were the only girls for most classes. And we got along so well. But she cracked that bone, and I was like, oh, I hope I never break a bone, because if just a little crack hurts that bad, I don't want to ever feel what a full-on break feels like. And then last year I got mud on my, that's what I get for gardening before I came to paint. I break my arm in 2 places. So I can confirm that it does hurt more to actually break the arm, but I wish I would have never found out either way. Hey, Terry. Oh, Mama is doing so much better. She's doing so much. She's gone 24 hours without any blood pressure issues. She's doing good. She's finally sent off to rehab. So she should be getting her physical therapy multiple times a day until she's strong enough to go home. But she is doing so. You forgot about that? Oh, believe me, I have never forgotten about that. Never. Every once in a while, I'll like karate chop the table. Like, whenever you're talking, you're just like, bam, or like I karate chop the table when I'm just like, yes. Every once in a while, I'll karate chop something, or I'll like swing you know me, I talk with my hands. I'll swing my hand into something, and it hits just right, and it reminds me, oh, something's not right in there. And it reminds me about that. And close in height, because everyone was short. Yes, everyone was much shorter because most of them were kids. Yes, I'm here, Nancy. So I almost, Graham's home tonight. If you can hear him coughing, he's got some sinus issues, and it's not helping that I'm out in the backyard kicking everything up since the rain has stopped. I've gone out and cut roses back. I've planted a few things. I've moved the house plants around. He's got some allergies going on that are just kicking his rear end. So like I said, if y'all have any suggestions or ideas of what you would like to do for your sneak peek week, what theme would you like to go for? Like, do you want summer? Do you want the red, white, and blue? Do you want everyday home decor? And if you do, what does that look like for you? What are you painting? I missed it. Nancy, can you guess? Can you guess? Hold on. It's like a cookie cutter challenge. I was like, can you guess what cookie that makes? It's a chicken. Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? Okay. All right. And right now we're voting on what sneak peek week should be next month. By the way, baby girl's first color, what word is purple? She loves me. We're on the same wavelength. No, it's not. It's purple. That's a hard one too. She's gonna be so smart. Because most babies say blue. Blue, boo, boo, boo. Wait till she says yellow. Baby saying yellow is the cutest thing in the world. Okay, so a hen. Yes, it's a hen. It is our little mama hen. She's sitting on her little clutch of eggs. She's probably about to be a little broody over here. Ooh, succulents. You know, succulents would be fun because you can play around with color. And you know how like we like to messy paint with multiple colors on our brush? That would be fun. All right, let's look at our mock-up. We have a full base coat of white, right? So let's work from the background up. We can either, let's go. Should we do our yellow first? Should we do our yellow? I think we should. Actually, let's go ahead and do her body because it's stenciling. And if we get anything out of line with the stencil, we can just cover it up with yellow. Let's do that, okay? So let's pick a stencil. And y'all, I was in Target last weekend and I felt like a genius. I felt like such a genius because I can never find my stencils, my go-to stencils. Not like I have all my stencils in a portfolio and a binder back down here. But my like stencils I love to use all the time, right? I like to pull them out and I just stick them off to the side. I got a magazine rack thingy from Target. I got multiple of them. It's this brand. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this without the glare. It's the Bright Room. And it's the 13 by 3 by 9. So this is the one that I got. So if you want to screenshot that. I've been trying to get all my stuff organized over here. And that was one of the things that I'm like, I hate digging in the binder for the ones I know I use all the time. Like my everyday, I call this my Paint Studio one because this cut file is in the Paint Studio. This might be what we use because it is one of my favorites. It has like my cheetah print, my go-to cheetah print, right? So it just has all my go-to stencils in here and the extras. Like I have some ones that are extra. Let's see. Okay. Here's where we're going to get to vote. Okay. Let's vote on the stencil. Let me pull out. Okay. So we have the blue stencil and the white stencil. So blue or white. This is the one that in the mock-up. Let me show you the mock-up. That's that stencil. Okay. So that's what that's going to look like. But you know us, we have our favorite stencil, right? This one's from Hobby Lobby. This one you can get in the studio. This one you cannot purchase anywhere. This is in the studio, the Paint Studio. This one right here, I get from Hobby Lobby. It's the Show Offs brand. We talk about this one all the time. If you want it, I can link it. Just put the word chicken in the comments and I'll come back and I will link anything that we talk about, including the stencil and where you can find the chicken and blanks and all the colors that we paint with. So I'll make a color list as well in that. So, okay. So everyone's saying the white. Ooh, our favorite stencil got booted off the island today. I am excited. All right. So let's use the white one then. Okay. So, ooh, it covers her completely. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. I have a dirty makeup sponge. I use these all the time. You can use a stencil brush if you'd like. I get too messy with a stencil brush. So I like a makeup sponge. There's some really good ones on Amazon. But I like to, unless I've ordered them and I've approved them, I don't like ordering them online just because I need a particular texture for my stenciling to come out clean. And that texture is memory foam. It needs to feel like a marshmallow, like a jumbo marshmallow, okay? Or memory foam, like your memory foam mattress. But really, like we all know what a jumbo marshmallow feels like. That's what it needs to feel. It needs to be bouncy. Okay, so mock up the chicken. Yeah, make sure you put the word chicken in the comments if you're curious about anything that we talk about. It'll come as a buffet, okay? So when you comment the word chicken after the live is over, this could be 2 years from now as well, people, okay? So if you're catching the replay and this is well in the future, the word chicken is still going to get you the exact information that people watching the live is getting, okay? It's going to get you the link to anything we talk about. So obviously this came from the Paint Studio. So I'll link the Paint Studio so you can sign up to get all the goodies inside the Paint Studio. I'll explain that a little later if you're curious about it. The favorite stencil from Hobby Lobby, I'll link that. It'll come as a buffet. So you just scroll down the list that I give you and you find what you were looking for. Okay. So we have white here. Let's go ahead and add, yes, one definitely, yes, it has to feel like memory foam. It has to feel like a jumbo marshmallow. Okay. If it doesn't, it's going to frustrate you. I'm just going to tell you that ahead of time. You're just going to be very frustrated with the amount of bubbles. Let me move my Coke out of the way. And you're going to be very frustrated. We're going to add a little bit of gray, light gray, to the white. I don't necessarily want to go straight from the bottle gray. I want this to be a little more than barely there, right? Like usually with my stenciling and my polka dots and all that, I just want barely there. I want it to be visually interesting without being distracting. This one I want a little bit more than barely there. So I'm mixing the lightest gray that I have in with the white. This takes some playing around. Yes. Okay. So and then the makeup sponges. If you want to know where I get my makeup sponges, I get mine in town. I don't order mine online, although you can. So I do have an online link, and all these links I get nothing from. Like they are not affiliate links. They are not. I am not in corporation with any of them. They don't know I exist. These are just my tried and true. Obviously, Paint Studio is mine, you know, and like the template is mine. So you'll be led to my website for those. But everything else is just a Hobby Lobby link, or you know, maybe let's see, this actually is not a Hobby Lobby link. It's an Ulta link. The makeup store, that's where I get my makeup sponges. I get them from Ulta. But there are a couple of good ones on Amazon as well that are very similar. They're actually bigger. They're a little bit bigger. They're professional makeup sponges. Okay. It's okay if we get it a little over on her face feathers. We can always go over that with white. Yes, some of you are in the studio. Yes, some of you are in the studio. What I've done is that whenever I go live on my Facebook page, I've just started sharing it over to Studio so that my Paint Studio fam does not have to work for anything. They don't have to go looking for me. They can just live happily in the studio. All the good things happen over there. Good evening, Cindy. Hey, how you doing? We are painting a fun little funky chicken. She's got a stenciled belly. And like I said, I don't care. Let me do a little peekaboo, okay? It's there. It's there. I think I want it to be a little darker, though. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more gray. Okay. I'm tapping off most of this paint. If you're wondering what all that racket is. It's okay if you get it in the hay, her little nest. It's okay if you get it on her face. We can always go back with white. This gray is not going to be so prominent that it's not going to let us do some cover up. Let's see. You're live in the studio. Yeah. But I'm live on my Facebook page and in the studio right now. It's on my Facebook page, the studio, and YouTube. It's in all three places. And I figured, you know, when I'm live on my Facebook page, my public Facebook page, when I'm live there, it doesn't hurt me to share it over to studio because that's where my studio fam is used to looking for me. And you know, there's been a few people in the studio that's like, I never know where you're gonna be when you're gonna be there. So I've just decided, you know, anytime I go live, I'm just gonna share it. It's gonna be another studio perk. You don't have to worry about where I'm at. I'm gonna be right where you are. I figured it just makes your life easier. All right, so I'm just gonna tap away until this entire section is covered. Most of this is getting just one dip in the paint. Once I get a little closer to her rear end, that's a little dark. Now this drying down, I see that's a little dark. It's okay. Do you already have a sailboat? Yes and no. Yes and no. I have a baby boy sailboat, if that makes sense. Like it's a baby door hanger sailboat, but I don't have a sailboat all by itself. And I have one that's really fun. It's one of my favorites. It's from way back in the day when I first started designing. It says, I run a tight shipwreck. Instead of I run a tight ship, I run a tight shipwreck. It was one of my Mother's Day designs, like back in 2018 or 19. And it is one of my favorite funny, haha, sarcastic designs that I've put out. And I sometimes forget about it until like stuff like that. Cause I'm like, oh, that's a good one. But it's a paper, airplane boat. I don't know if that makes sense. It's a boat. It's a folded up. Okay. Have you ever seen the movie It? The little paper boat, Georgie's boat, the USS Georgie. That's what it looks like. And I love it. It's cutesied up. Like it's not like scary clownish. It's kind of cute. Oh, it's good. Terry's like, light bulb, I got it. Okay, the rain and wind day in. Oh, you're getting the rain. Okay, so we got that rain yesterday. Our river is so high. It's so high. Like if it rained for one more day, it would have. Is it crest or breach? What is it when it touches the bridge? It would have touched the top of the bridge. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For my neighborhood. It is so high. Let me see if this looks funky because I can kind of. Oh, yeah. No, I need to go back over. Okay, so now that I've finished this side is dry. This side, extremely dark compared to this side. So I'm going to go back over it. I knew I shouldn't have played with it. I shouldn't have tinkered with it. I should have left it alone. But since it's dry, I can go right back over it and lighten it up. It's still probably going to be a little darker just because this gray is kind of blue toned. And that blue is going to want to try to seep through. But it'll be fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We're going to be fine. All right. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm not going to wash that off. I put it right back in the bin. Look at me staying organized. And it goes in dirty. As long as I'm not putting like two wet ones together, they're not going to stick. Yes, we need summer fun. Okay. So like, what does that mean to you? What would you, if you could pick the theme of our summer funness, what would that be? I do too. I like it a lot. I do wish this was a little lighter, but we'll be fine. We'll jive with it. It'll be fine. You know what we could do? We'll do a whitewash over it. Y'all want to learn how to do a whitewash? You wanna? Okay, so Nancy says water. Anna says beach volleyball. So beach. Okay, so here's where I'm at though. I see a lot of Paint Studio fam saying beach. We're currently in a beach theme. Y'all want to see what we painted in the Paint Studio last week? While we're drying. Look how cute he is. Isn't he adorbs? And he absolutely cute. And like you could do real sand on the bottom of that. We mixed that sand color. We got absolutely perfect sand with that. He's absolutely adorable. So y'all want another beach theme? I can do it. Lake and lake activities, amusement park, fair. Okay, hold on. All right, so we said beach. So beachy. We're not over the beachy theme yet. Okay, lake. Okay, boating. I think wasn't it Nancy or Terry that kind of said something. No, yeah, it was Nancy that was asking about a boat earlier. Swimming, glamping, golf. Ooh, Cindy. I don't. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go back through the comments. Sailing. Okay, so a sailboat theme. Okay, so this one's been popular. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right. He's opening cans over there. So if you're wondering what that sound is, it's just the can opener. Oh, we could do a girl bear in a bathing suit. That would be so cute. That'd be fresh. It'd be so fresh. It'd be so cute. Okay, so now let's go ahead and clean up her face before we forget to do it later. Y'all keep like don't just because I'm talking to don't like I'll know that you're dropping ideas, okay? When I say glamping, I mean camping in our camper. Girl, I know what. Yeah, no, you and I have the same definition of glamping. Okay, camping to me. There's a lot of cans involved in whatever he's making. Camping to me is camping in a tent, camping out under the stars. He has his headphones on, so he has no clue how loud that is. Hey, how many more cans do you have? Just two. That was it? No, I have two more. You have two more. Two more, y'all. Ooh, a cheetah bathing suit. Oh, cheetah bathing suit. She can be holding a starfish. We did a starfish last year in our mermaid theme. So we would be able to use different elements from different months past. Okay, hold on. I got to be able to. White always plays with me. Plays with my eyes. Why is this brush so funky? It needs to be cleaned well. So we're just cleaning up our edges here. This white is not the best white. It's just, I'm trying to go through. My goal this year is to use what I have and not have multiple of all the things. I had so many duplicates of everything. Okay, a camping to me is staying at the Marriott. You and Raylan Wallace would get along just fine. That baby loves a hotel room. In fact, for her birthday, she wants to go stay in a hotel. Cindy says flamingos. Cindy. Flamingos sound fantabulous. Flamingo sounds so much fun. What color are we doing her wing? Of course it would be white. Of course it would. So we gotta do a little coaty coat here. We'll clean up coat here. Let's see. You second which one? You second flamingos? What do you second, Terry? There's some awesome ideas down there. What I love Terry and her opinions. I always loved getting her 2 cents. Horseback riding on the beach. Now, Cindy. Horseback riding on the beach. I'm trying to think of what would a sunset, long walks on the beach. Immediately that little monologue started going through the flamingos, picnics. I have picnics written down. Like Studio Fam had already voted for picnics. Specifically picnic fabric. You know, incorporating some picnic fabric in there. So I had already written that down, and I already put it on a month for a prompt to remind me, oh, that's what they want. And let me make sure that I do right by my girls. Let's see. I need better white than that. Hold on. I'm just making a mess. Gotta pour more white. We're going through it tonight. There's not many colors in this one. It's just a lot of visual interest. We're playing around with the same color. Which one? Because I saw the lemon gnome that you did, Terry. I saw it. I saw it while I was waiting in line at the plant store. And I was like, ma'am, Terry done gone and done it. It was adorable. It was absolutely adorable. Ooh, dolphins. Okay. I had to come over here because I wasn't seeing comments in the studio. Now I can. Oh, now she can combo with us. She can converse. So, Marie, while you were gone, we opened up the floor to suggestions for our sneak peek week designs next month. Because next month, it's the third week of the month, we will be doing sneak peek week. And I have an idea, but I have not submitted it to Home Creations quite yet. That's like this weekend it's on my to-do list to has it been done? And if it hasn't, get it done. So if y'all change my mind before I get it submitted, we might table the idea that I already have and go with one that we curate here tonight. Ooh, your army boots. I did see that. That was with the dog tags hanging from the boot. You spent some time shading that one. Ooh. That one was good. Who was that for? Was that just to do for fun? Like it just struck your fancy, or did something inspire you to paint that particular one? Because you know me, I love anything red, white, and blue. Pineapples, Tammy, don't get me started. There's a pineapple coming in your future, ma'am. There is. Okay, so Terry's like, vote for flamingos. Vote for flamingos. She's what is it called when someone forces someone else to vote for something in an election? You don't know? It's fraud. It's what it's called. It's fraud. It's voter fraud. Look at Terry over there committing voter fraud. If y'all don't know what I'm doing, I'm just covering some of the stenciling that I got in the wing and in her face. Because remember, those are going to be stark white. The doctors I work. Oh, are they veterans? Weren't they amazing, Anna? Weren't they? All right, Marie says flamingos are my favorite, so I agree. So, okay, do you feel like you voted of your own free will, or did you feel pressured to change your vote? Did you feel pressured? I need to know. I need to know if there was some voter fraud that just went on here. Flamingos, pineapples, RV boots. Flamingo. Okay, so flamingo and a pineapple. What would be our attachment? But what would be our attachment? And what would the flamingo do? Like, would it just be a flamingo? Would it be a flamingo with sunglasses? Would it be a flamingo? Like, what's the flamingo doing? I have an idea. If we do a flamingo, I've already have an idea with a flamingo written down. So I kind of are like, this is kind of working. Ooh, it was peer pressure. Thank you, Anna. Graham's over here just letting me down. What? Hold on. Coercion. Hold on. I was like, Leanne's using big college words over here. Hold on. Coercion. Hold on. We got wet paint moves wet paint. Fully dry and reapply. I'm not using my own rules over here. I'm just putting wet paint over wet paint. And I'm like, why is this not covering? It's because I'm having too much fun. Absolutely why. Okay, so in some places you would be a swinger. Girl, come on now. And I can't like put the saying, I just like pineapples because that might ruffle people's feathers. Like I saw a post in one of the groups where they were like, it ruffled someone's feathers to use that because like they felt a certain kind of ways about it. Like that's mine. And I'm like, you know what? I get you. If you feel that way, I'm going to let you have it. So like if I do a pineapple, y'all just got to know that ain't the life I live over here. Okay. Graham Wallace is the only man for me. A surfing flamingo. I know where the dirt came from. My seed packets. I have seed packets over here that got wet in the rain. My sister just sent me. Sarah Louise, you show your face in here. Don't you hide behind the text message. My sister just sent me a text message because she's in the comments. Sarah Louise, that was mean. She said something mean. Okay. Funky with sunglasses, a flamingo with a floaty and sun hat. I have a doodle. I'll send. No, if you have a doodle, that's yours. That's yours, ma'am. But okay. So I had a flamingo floaty in mind, but not a flamingo with a floaty. That's yours if you've got one. Don't you doodle it up. All right. Look how much better that's covering now that we fully dried and reapplied. Sailing, sunglasses, and a bikini. Oh, you're talking Karen Moore's love language over there. She loves a good chubby bird in a bikini. That was a conversation that we've had. Primarily chickens, but I think she'd go flamingo in a bikini too. Controversial topics get views. I know. They're called polarizing topics. And you know me, I like harmony and like everyone. Can we all just get along? Can we all just get over our egos? Like, come on now. Like, when I saw it, I was like, I mean, I get it, but come on now. Can we all just like not? I hear pineapples. I want a Hawaiian pizza. Anna, you go get you a Hawaiian pizza. You and your daughter go split a pizza. Oh man, this is working so much better now that I tried it and reapplied. I was like, why is this taking forever? I, Marie Mosley of Sound Mind. Oh, hold on. There was a legal statement. Honestly and willingly cast my vote for Flamingo of my own free will on this, the 11th day of April 2024 at 5:44 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, we need 2 witnesses and a notary. Can't be related to you. Cannot inherit anything from you. Cannot personally benefit from anything from you. Y'all want to know what my sister just called me? Y'all, I don't even know how to politely say this. Of course, I call her this all the time too, so it's not like we call each other names. We do. We're good Christian women, but we do like to call each other horrible names. It's just what sisters do. When you're 13 months apart, that's how you operate that. How can I do the bear? Wait a minute. Hold on. Valerie, are you talking about this precious scrumdiddly umptious sunbathing bear? He's over in the paint studio. He's a paint studio exclusive. You just have to be a member. And I thought you were a member. Damn. He's over in the studio. Go get him. And if you're not part of the studio, what's holding you back? We have an absolute blast over there. Terry keeps us covered in painted art. She posts literally everything that she paints, and it's never disappointing. It's always like the most beautiful thing. Read my comment. Hold up. Oh, I'm scared. I'm so scared. Hold on. She just texted me to read her comment. Okay, well, I see it, Sarah Louise. It says, hey, Marie Mosley. Hey, girl, hey. Hold on. I'll come back to... Sissy, can you please do a crawfish hanging flamingo holding a pineapple? Can you do a crawfish hugging a flamingo holding a pineapple? We're not asking for much there, are we, Sarah? I just want to... I can't say it on Facebook Live because I'll get kicked off for... I have to be careful about what I say. There's so many things. You're so lucky I can't say what I want to say. How about I do a crawfish with a flamingo and a pineapple separately? Do each his or her own. Ooh, a bowling. Wait, hold on. A coconut bra. Oh, wait. Holding a margarita. Oh my gosh. Y'all are coming up with like gold here. She doesn't. I feel like it only belongs on whatchamacallit pizza, on Hawaiian pizza. Like, I feel like Hawaiian pizza is a thing. Do I feel like pineapple needs to be on all pizza? Absolutely not. No. But I will give Hawaiian pizza being absolutely delicious. It's props. I love it. Oh, Terry says she witnesses. You got one witness. How about a mermaid? A big seashell for a door hanger, a starfish, and seashells for a garland. The mermaid for a mermaid. Okay, when I do a mermaid, I like to just do the tail. Because, everybody knows the iconic mermaid tail. So you don't have to paint a face or hair or anything like that. You can just do a tail and be done with it. But a mermaid theme would be very fun. Hold on, Marie. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to highlight you there. That's me and my... Anna, if you get it, you know the names that I'm probably rolling through my head going. She ain't nothing but a biscuit. Old pineapple head. I just want to call her stuff. Paint Studios, the place. I'm telling you, it's the best creative family. We support each other with love and prayer. We do incorporate prayer. So if you are the praying kind, we do like to pray for each other there. I just finished a round flag. I saw that, Peggy. You did absolutely. I screenshot it. I might be sharing that in my stories. I hope I have your permission to do that. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to tell them that you have one available for sale. A bear with a mermaid. Ooh, I've seen a stuffed animal like that, and it was so cute. A flamingo with a peach. Explain yourself, Cindy. A flamingo with a peach. Why peach? Let's see. She came to visit and had a sassy shirt about her sister. All right. So while we're chatting, the red is going to take a hot second. So let's go ahead and paint the red. I got to get all my crap out of the way. I put a bunch of stuff on top of my paint box, and it's all going to go everywhere. If my daughter was absolutely amazing, she'd come help me. Let's see. Let's find a red. Santa red is my go-to red, and I found it. But you can use any red. You can use country red, Tuscan red. They all get a little darker. Santa red is my go-to red. All right. Alabama peaches are the... Oh, okay. So you come from peach country. Okay. I will accept that. It's okay. A flamingo from Georgia. Oh, my sister was siding with you. She goes, duh, it's a flamingo from Georgia. Boom. Your face is a flamingo from Georgia. Sarah. That has me scratching. I get it now. It's a Georgia-themed flamingo. If by flamingo with the peach. Yes, Santa red is my favorite. I do love me some Tuscan red. And I like country red too. Now, when it comes to painting, anything that's like kind of a die cut, something that's outside of the given shape, like if you're painting leaves of a flower and the leaf goes out of the main part of the design, take your time and make sure you line everything up with the point of your angle brush. It just makes everything look so much better when you take a little bit of time to get clean lines that match up with the where they connect. So right here where the wattle or whatever, the comb or water or whatever this is, meets up with the head, try to keep that line nice and clean. If you do that with the base coat, you'll save yourself so much frustration on all the things later on. All right, while that's drying, I'm going to grab a smaller brush and I'm going to paint his little gobble gobble. That would be so cute. Which one? I'd buy a flamingo with a peach. You would buy a flamingo with a peach, Sarah. No, you wouldn't buy a flamingo with a peach. You'd just come take it from my house. You would just come take it from my house. If y'all are just hopping on, I'm not abusing anybody in the comments. That's my baby sister. That's just my baby sister. Do you hear your brother-in-law in the background making my dinner? He's treating me like a queen and making me dinner. We're having a roast. He says he's been craving a roast. I haven't made one in a hot minute because they're just so expensive. And I try to keep meals on a budget. Okay, like I said, do a good base coat, nice clean base coat. Take your time on that base coat, and everything else will follow suit so much easier. I paid my way. But have you really? I'd buy autocorrect. Let's see. So I'm thinking we're going flamingo. Are y'all cool with that? Y'all cool with flamingo? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Flamingo was gonna be an upcoming theme in studio, but like I said, I have not turned all of them in to Home Creations yet. I can totally make it sneak peek week, and then do something different for Paint Studio. Can so do that. Okay. How do y'all feel about dangly feet? How do y'all feel about the ribbon feet designs? Because a flamingo with some dangly feet would be absolutely adorable. But if y'all aren't into that, that's cool. I do design some, but I try not to do a bunch of them because I know they're kind of like gnomes. They're kind of like you either love them or you hate them. So like with gnomes, I try to keep those strictly to public designs and not in the paint studio because it could be a bonus in the paint studio, but I don't necessarily want that to be the main design. And then someone who absolutely hates gnomes. Oh, you ate crawfish without me? I just got another text from my sister. She goes, "We had crawfish." Like, you had crawfish without me. That's rude. Hold on, I'm trying to find my itty bitty. There it is. Angle brush. Okay, so Terry says she doesn't do ribbon. Okay, so let's see. So what I'm hearing is if I do a ribbon design, I need to make sure that it's convertible to a non-ribbon design. Like I can show you how to make ribbon designs, not ribbon designs, right? I know Anna loves gnomes. Popsicles, and cupcakes. Okay, so how do y'all feel about strawberries? Now that we're on just concepts, I have, let me just go through my brainstorming for like possible, how do y'all feel about strawberries? Anna loves them. As someone who cuts by hand, I don't know how I feel about cutting out long, skinny flamingo legs. No, 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 I'm not thinking that. I already have a concept of not using long, skinny ribbon legs. No, I would not make you cut out long, skinny. We'd have a chubby. You know me with birds, they gotta be chubby. I like chubby birds. Okay, so love strawberries, peaches, and Cindy's gonna get that peach in there. She's gonna fit it in there somewhere. She's like, I want a peach, dang it. I have some peach designs, and they're freaking adorable. I'm not gonna lie. This right here, this lemonade one, could totally be converted to a peach. I'm gonna do one just for you, Cindy. I'm gonna do a peach, just peach. Let me write that down. Where's Ursula? Let me get my little Ursula. Peaches and cream. That was a song that came out whenever I was in high school. Oh, see, Terry likes peaches too. Okay. Let me do one more coat on the little gobble gobble. Little gobble gobble. Oh, Hayden's over here just having a blast. Oh, something smells delicious. What is that?
Green beans.
Green bean. He put bacon in the green beans. Oh, to eat. Lynn says to eat. What about the paint? We're talking paint.
I would like German Shepherd.
You want a German Shepherd design?
Yes.
Hayden says he wants a German Shepherd design. We have a German Shepherd. Cindy says yes. Always forget about the time difference. Great to hear from you today. Can you see my? I can. I think I only saw like 2 Facebook users. So Sheila. Oh, I forgot about that. Look, that's us celebrating being able to see Sheila's name. Let's see if it'll do that again. There we go. So Sheila in the studio was like, why does she never say my name? And she knows I like to say names. Like I like everybody to feel like they're in my living room right now. So like she's like, can you see it? So she called me out on it. She goes, can you see my name? I was like, I really can't. I have no clue who I'm talking to, but I know it's someone I love, so I'm just gonna keep talking. And she was like, it's Sheila. I was like, I knew it was somebody I love. And so she went back and she clicked on the thing and she added her name to the StreamYard list, and then I could see it. I was like, see, I can see you now. She goes, just tell me. And I was like, I can't. My brain won't let me do that. My brain likes it to be awkward. I'm sorry. Needs, an Aussie design. Ooh, an Australian Shepherd design. Now, here's the beautiful thing about a German Shepherd and an Australian Shepherd. It's just a paint job. It's just a paint job. Same design, just a paint job. They're basically built like structurally. One's just smaller. The same. They just have different hair color. So if I did a German Shepherd, you could do an Australian Shepherd. Ooh, a chocolate covered strawberry with sprinkles. Maybe. I'm thinking sprinkles. I love to add sprinkles to designs. Okay, so what are we chatting about? We're just throwing design ideas out. We haven't done a Mystery Monday in a while. I'm thinking ahead to Sneak Peek Week. I'm just trying to see what would you like to see? I have a design idea in my head, but I'm just like, for some reason, I just can't send it over. And once I send it over, it's locked in. We're sending it over being Home Creations. Once they have it, then I'm not going to change the plan on them because they start working on those blanks like right then and there. And I don't want to mess with their process. So that's kind of like my my boundary. It's like once I've sent it over, what's done is done. All right, I'm looking for an angle brush that's just a little bit bigger. Maybe a flat brush. Flat brush will be fine. Let's do, don't forget, if you put the word chicken down in the comments, I'll come back and I'll link all the things that we talked about today. If I use a certain something in here, like the stencil or the other stencil that we talked about, if I use all the colors that I use, I come back and I give you the list of all the names. So don't feel like you got to sit down and write everything down. Just put the word chicken down in the comments and I will come back and give you the full color list along, like I said, along with the link buffet of all the things that we talked about. All the things. Let's see. Probably needs to be ghosted out just a little bit. When a sneak peek week is the third week in May. Third week in May. I have to look at a calendar to get the exact date. You should do flamingo for sneak peek week and a picnic for studio because the picnic blanket. Oh, you know, I was saving that for June, but I can bump it up to July because technically flamingos were supposed to be for May. So I'm just going to switch it over. I'm just going to switch it over. Okay, so now we're going to do the straw. And I've got it ghosted out over here, but I think I want to ghost it up just a little bit more.
I'm going to go outside. Okay.
Yeah, take Roma with you.
Okay. There is a card and the left there.
Yeah, can you grab that for me? I dropped it. Can you just put it right there on top of the paper?
Yeah. Before Rowan eats it.
Yeah, before a card dropped in his food bowl.
Yeah, food is with it.
Like I said, take your time base coating things. Daisies are pretty. That's sugar. Picnic basket with a plaid cloth under it for a door. A big ant carrying something. Okay. You're coming up with some gold here. Carrying different food for garland. The blanket is a technique. Yes. So usually 9 times out of 10, sometimes we just paint things for fun. But over in the paint studio, that's our goal, is to learn a new technique. Either learn a new tool. Sometimes that technique could be like using a new tool, using a new type of brush, or using a new paint additive of some sort. Or it could be a paint stroke, or a like they're wanting to learn how to paint fabric, not on fabric, but like fabric. So they decided they want to do a picnic theme, and the picnic blanket, or tablecloth, whatever is incorporated, is their technique. Learn how to paint a more, not realistic. That's not the word. What was the word we came up with a couple weeks ago? And we were like, that's the word. Daisies are pretty. Daisies and summer. Okay, so I bought, y'all made me think about, I incorporated a new plant in my garden this year, and it is an African daisy. I've never had African daisies before, and now I'm a fan. Natural. Thank you. I knew y'all would. It's not realistic, but a more like having the blanket look more natural with like the bins, and like having it have a print, whether it be a buffalo plaid, which it'll probably be more of a plaid or a checker, but having it have folds in it, and me teach you how to do those folds, like folds in the blanket. Right. Yes. And so that's something that they asked for specifically. And so I was going to incorporate. Now, granted, I was going to do it for June, but I can hurry my little rear end up and get it done for May. And then we could do the flamingos for Sneak Peek Week, which was originally May's design. And I can go back and redo all of May's stuff. Like I said, I have not submitted it yet. So this is where it gets tangible. Like we can start making this very curated for studio fam. Okay. All right, so for this base coat color, I had like a golden color, and I ghosted it out with white. And I'll tell you why. That's way I can go back when it's time to shade, and I can use these straight from the bottle gold color to be my shade color, and I don't have to go looking for like a mustardy color that coordinates with this color. I've got my straw color and my shade color, and I can just highlight with white if I want to. She is turning out so cute. Let's see. So, are we all in agreement? It's going to be flamingos. It's going to be flamingos for sneak peek week. And it's going to be picnic for studio. Because technically during sneak peek week month, studio gets 2 sets. They get sneak peek week designs, and they get their normal monthly set. May 25th is National Wine Day, and you could incorporate grapes, crates, bottles, wine glass. Ooh, I haven't thought about doing a wine theme. I have not thought about that. And that actually sounds pretty daggum fun. Anna's on board with flamingos and picnic. It's a double doozy month. So we do this 4 times a year, okay? So 4 times a year. Now, on the other months, we do different types of bonuses. But their bonus on the sneak peek week months, they get all the sneak peek week stuff as their bonus. It's not just like the door hanger is for the public, right? Like it's for anybody who wants to hang out with us that week during sneak peek week, right here on Wallace House Designs, right? But Paint Studio fam get all the projects, and they get them on the 2nd of the month. So they see them before you ever see them. So like they get a sneak peek of it. That's why it's called Sneak Peek Week. They get to sneak peek things before you see them, and you get to sneak peek what it's like to be in the studio. So it's like it's a double doozy kind of month. Mama Juice. There was something that Hayden used to call it. I think it was Mama Juice. I think that's what he did call it. When's the dates? Okay, well, hold on. I don't have a calendar. What's the 3rd week? It's usually somewhere between the 19th and the 23rd-ish. It's the 3rd week in May. Who has those dates for me? I'm using both phones at the time. Yo, I haven't even announced it yet. Like this is technically the formal announcement. National Flip Flop Day. So what's that? How do you know these things? National Flip Flop. I have some flip flop designs we could paint. Okay, I'm just adding some additional coats because some of this just needs to be. This golden color was beautiful, and it pretty much covered in one coat. I'm just cleaning up brush strokes, basically. Just cleaning up brush strokes. Yes. Okay. It's the week of May 20th. Thank you, Terry. Woo. It's the week of May 20th. So we will start that Monday. We will probably paint the door hanger that day. But Paint Studio members will get all the files on the 2nd, May 2nd, which is my mom's birthday. I know things, and occasionally I drink wine. I love Sheila. 20 to 24. Yes. Okay. So the 20th through the 24th. That is sneak peek week. Okay. I'll be back stateside and won't miss anything. Perfect. Where are you going again? Where are you going? Hold on. You just got back, didn't you? Didn't you just go somewhere? Are you going back? I need a bit julep mason jar door hanger. I have that written down. I have that written down for next year's Kentucky Derby. Because I think I missed Kentucky Derby this year, didn't I? I thought about it whenever it, like, I was on Easter break and I was like, oh, I don't have a mint julep. And I think it is in a mason jar. I have it sketched out. I don't have it. So you have one coming down the pipe. May 2nd is my dad's birthday. It is Mama's birthday, and she's a child when it comes to her birthday. So we're going to have like a full-blown birthday party. I told her when she's no longer here, I'm going to still have full-blown birthday parties for her just because I won't know how to act without having one. Like, it won't feel right it being May 2nd and not having a birthday party. Terry, your dad's birthday was May 2nd. Raylynn's birthday is the next. Okay, so in my family, it still is actually. Mama, let's say Monday. Okay, let's say May 2nd is a Monday, right? Mama is the first Monday. Raylynn is the second Monday, and my granny is the third Monday. Now, Granny had passed before Raylynn was born, but I always celebrate Granny's birthday. I always celebrate it. So that's the last coat of that golden yellow that we ghosted out. Once all that dries down, we'll be able to go in and do some shading. All right, I'm going to get a paint pen. And we're going to do some really easy eyes. All right, these are super duper simple, okay? I see, I'm going back to the Belize. I knew it was somewhere fancy. Okay, so these may not be super matchy, but they're as good as I can do it. I can't hand draw those with a paintbrush, but I needed to bust out a paint pen just so I can get the outlines of it. Otherwise, these would have been so wonky. I'm just gonna get let's see. Okay, ladies, I enjoyed being with y'all tonight. Gonna go get off my gonna have to get off my meds, or gonna have to get off, my meds. Sorry, I was reading that wrong. Okay, Anna, go get you a little nap. Go get you a little nap. Go rest. Go rest and be prepared for tomorrow. Let's see. I'm looking for a black. Here we go. Let's see. Hey, how are you doing? Okay, so I've got Facebook user that says hello, friends. Every once in a while, it will kick people out of our system, and they'll have to re-click the link in the description. Don't worry, I still see your comment. It just don't tell me who you are. Anybody know why I have stopped seeing everyone else's comments? I only see mine. You know, Marie just said that. Are you over in the studio? If you're watching it in the studio, go to my Facebook page. I think all is right in the world over on my Facebook page. I am live in both my Facebook page and the studio. And I think it's a Facebook thing. Like, Facebook has just been glitching lately. Oh, his eyes are going to be so cute. Let me make sure that we're getting this right. Yeah, we're getting it right. Okay, so all I used the paint pen was to kind of like just sketch out the eyeballs. And it's going to be so cute. I'll dry that. Roxana. But if Roxana's over in the studio, that might be it. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's the studio. Like whenever I do all three places, that doesn't happen when I'm in the studio. Yeah. So hop over to Wallace House Design page. It may be, it just might be a glitch with Facebook trying to be in the studio and here at the same time. Let's see, what color do I want to do that beak? What color do I want it? Do I want it to be orange? I don't think I want. You know what? I want to do. I just want to add a little orange drop, a little burnt orange drop to this color. Why is it doing that? I can see you still. It did it to you the other day, Roxana, too. And I just didn't say anything because we were almost done with the live. And I was like, we'll do it later. I'm not going to bug her about that. I think you were just about to go live over on Marketplace, too. So I was like, let me not bug her. All right. So the color, straight from the bottle color that I did for the straw, I just added a little bit of a burnt orange color for the beak. I want it all to be in the same color family. So I'm using the same base color so that everything kind of plays well together. And I'm just doing a quick base coat. I'll come back and clear up any brush strokes. But if you take your time and do a decent coat on that base coat, like just a decent job, you won't have to stress out over all the other coats because most acrylic paints need at least 2 coats. If not for coverage, to clear up brush strokes. Okay, there we go. I feel like his little nose needs to be cleaned up just a smidge. Or hers. It's a her because she's laying eggs, huh? I think you only see the comments from the group you're watching from. I'm watching from all of the groups, though. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. If you're over in the studio, you're only going to see the studio comments. I see all of them. But don't worry. I see everybody. Don't worry. If you can't see everybody else's comments, I see them, and I'm pretty much reading most of them. Thank you. Yes, Terry speaks truth. I kind of knew that, but there weren't anybody else in the studio. Weird. Okay. No, because I think Roxana's over in the studio. I am too. I want to whitewash this just a little bit before I'm gonna take a baby wipe. I want to tone her little chest down a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a baby wipe because they're super wet. And I'm just going to kind of like rub white paint on a baby wipe. And because this is white and this is white, I'm not having to like fussy paint. All this is going to do is just kind of tone it down. And I don't have to worry about getting real close to the edge. I'm going to shade there, right? So this is just one of those oopsies. Something that I can quickly fix. It's not like a technique that you really want to bust out like as a paint technique, but it is I went a little too dark. A little too dark on that. It's like back in the 90s when girls were putting on foundation that were like 10 times darker than their skin tone. I'm like, baby, no, don't do that. It's noticeable. It does not look like you got a tan. It does not. When I say girls, I was one of those girls. It was me. I'm talking about me. Okay, so Roxana, go over to my Facebook page. Go over to Wallace House. Because you're only seeing the comments that are in the studio, and most of us are over on Wallace House. I just posted in studio so nobody misses a live. All right, there we go. I'm going to blow dry that. I'm going to do one more quick whitewash. See how that toned it down a whole lot? It was a good bit. It's reverse ghosting. Yeah. I call it whitewashing. It's really not whitewashing. Because whitewashing you do with a brush. But I feel like there is no better name for it. I'm just kind of buffing it on. I'm not like using much pressure. Okay. That makes me feel a whole lot better. It was really dark. I don't know if y'all could see it through the camera. I could see it on this end and it was super dark. I try to be here every Thursday. I do. I'll put it in the not comments, in my stories. If you keep a good watch on my stories, I'll let you know what time. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be 5 o'clock at night. In the studio, we go live at 10 o'clock in the morning. But over here, 5 o'clock at night. Because most people are getting off work. They need something to decompress. And we can, crafting is therapy. So I try to go every Thursday night and paint something fun. But I post it in my stories if I'm going to be able to make it and what time. And if I can't make it, I'll let you know, hey, I'm not going to go live today. Okay, so I think I need to do one more coat on that beak. And then we can start shading. Because the rest of this fun little, almost called her a heifer. It's one of my favorite words. She's a hen. How do I find your stories? Okay, so when you go to so let me think of the easiest way for you to find stories. So when you go to my profile and you click my profile picture and the circle, usually if you click that, it shows you the stories. It's all my little highlights from the day. Like if I go do something fun, a lot of times I'm not going to post it. I'm just going to put it in my stories. It's just like a little sneak peek to my life behind the scenes. Like Raylyn, anytime she makes the honor roll, which is not every 9 weeks. In my house, we struggle academically. But anytime she goes, oh, are you going to show your friends? So I take a picture of her holding her certificate, stuff like that. But it also has little updates of lives. Votes. If like a lot of times I'll post a vote. Hey, cast your vote. And you get to vote on stuff. There's games over there. Like every once in a while I'll post a game of a this or that. Like what's your favorite kind? It's fun. It's where we get to become even better friends. She's a mother clucker. Look at her. That's what Sheila says. She's a mother clucker. That's funny. Oh, that's so funny. Heifer is my sister's still hanging here, which I know she's not, because she's still at work. She was bored. She will tell you Heifer is I call her Heifer all the time. I'm like, listen here, Heifer. Or I'll say that little heifer. It's one of my favorite words. Okay, I will check it. Okay. There's some fun stuff. I showed y'all yesterday my rose bed. While it was raining, it was absolutely beautiful out. Like it's the window that's right here. It was absolutely beautiful. It was terrifying because the power kept going flickering in and out all day for 3 days, but it was beautiful. And I wanted y'all to see that. Okay. Whitewashing. Glazing is another term. I was glazing it like a donut. No, I'm not going to say anything else. I love it. I like that. We're going to go with that. All right, so let's start shading. Okay. I'm going to take the same color. It's not quite like straight from the bottle light gray. It is just it's ghosted out a little bit. I don't want to overpower the white. I just want there to be a little bit of a shadow. I may need it to go a little darker though. I say I'm not going to go very dark, but it may be straight from the bottle. Let's make an educated decision over here. Yeah, it's probably going to be straight from the bottle. So far we have talked about, yeah, straight from the bottle is where it's at. We have talked about, if you wonder where I get my spray bottle from, I'll link that. If you put the word chicken down in the comments, I'll put the link buffet. After I'm done live, I'll come back and put the link buffet. It'll have all the things that we talked about. I'll add a link to that as well. I get it from Hobby Lobby. They have dupes on Amazon too. But you know me, I like instant gratification. I like to have things in my hand. Oh, she is coming to life. This white does like to soak up paint though. So I'm going to really soak it down. She's laying on her eggs, trying to hatch some chicks. Oh my gosh, these would be so cute. As you're right, as a decor set. So what I mean by decor set, that's what we paint over. That's what I call like the design trio. I try to make all the designs kind of fit a theme. That way, if you want to do a whole porch scene or a whole, like if you want to decorate an entire shelf with the same theme, you can. Like everything coordinates. So I call it a decor set. You get a door hanger, an attachment. This would be an attachment, and a 6-piece garland. Or you can turn those garlands into ornaments and share the wealth with all your friends. But like, look, I painted the cutest little chick today. I want you to have one. I love to paint ornaments. And sometimes I will, instead of making my garland into a garland, I'll just make them into little ornaments. I have a little ficus tree that has Christmas lights on it right by my couch. And I like to decorate it kind of like it's a Christmas tree, but it's a ficus. I can only put like 6 ornaments on it before it like goes. It's a really like delicate tree. But you know, those garland pieces are perfect, especially if I cut them out in thin wood. Let's see if we can get this paint to spread out just a little bit. I thought it was still wet, but apparently it dried out on me. Like I said, white paint loves to soak up water. It just loves it. Look at how, now, let this dry. I'm not done with the wing yet. We're going to shade underneath the wing as well. But let me show you this. She comes to life. Like, just look at her belly alone. She was very flat. This is what I like to call a sandwich, okay? We just made a sandwich here, okay? We have base coat. We have stencil, and we have shade. That's a sandwich, right? It made everything kind of just pop. And she looks absolutely adorable. Okay, so same color. Same color. What time is it? I don't have a clock. What time is it, Graham? 6:32. 6:32. Trying to figure out if we're getting close to the kiddos eating. Now I'm going to do the inside of the wing. Chicken wing, chicken wing. What is that song? Raylan sings it all the time. Chicken and macaroni. I think they play it in the elementary schools at their PE. All right. Ooh, Daddy bought ice cream. He's making a peach cobbler for the kids. So I am just putting a little bit of shadow on the bottom of her wing, and it'll separate her wing from the bottom of the design. From her body, it'll add separation from her without being super distracting.
Cat, I'm gonna go wash my hands.
That sounds like a good plan, baby girl. She's been outside this whole time. She loves playing outside. And 3 days of rain has had her cooped up in this house and at school. She has come home every day from school. We had inside recess. She lives to go outside. She thrives when she can spend a little bit of time playing outside. It doesn't have to be much. She loves playing garden. Like she loves to go outside and pretend to, she'll pick grass and weeds and stuff, and she'll pretend to make a little bouquet and garden. Look how that wing just popped up. See how it went from flat to absolutely fabulous. Indoor recess really does suck. I mean, I know teachers do the best they can, because believe me, teachers want outside recess too. Okay, they go play, run out all the energy. And I know that they're limited to what they can do when they are inside. But a kid like Raylyn, she thrives when she can just run all that energy out and just be as creative as possible while they're in school. I mean, especially at her age, she's 6. While they're in class, they're constantly in small groups and centers and, just the setup of a classroom, right? And to not have a break from that, it is just, I'm sure I'm so far removed from that because, I'm 36. It's been a long time since I've been 6. But I do remember having inside recess and just being like, man, I wish I could just go outside. Nancy goes, for teachers. Yes, I agree. Look, in high school, we don't have recess, but we do have lunch. And when they have to stay inside for lunch because it's pouring down rain, I can tell you that 4th block that I have is brutal because they were not able to just relax with their friends. They were cooped up in the cafeteria or cooped up in the library because they couldn't be outside. Thank you. Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? Now we're going to do the inside of her tail feather before we shade the rest of her. We're going to do the inside of her tail feather. Now, for that, we're going to go spritz, 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 okay? Don't want it sopping wet, but white soaks up paint. And I'm going to go, let me show y'all I'm going to try and match that, which are just swirls. So I'm just going to create swirls with my brush. Oh, good job. And then I'm going to clean my brush just in case I contaminate the clean side of my brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that gray. Y'all, don't forget, put the word chicken in the comments if you're wondering what colors I'm using. I always come back and I respond to anybody who puts the super secret word, which today is chicken, in the comments. And I give you a link buffet of everything that we talk about where you can find it in its own little place in the interwebs. But I also provide a color list. So don't feel like you have to keep up with me to figure out what colors am I using. I bring those to you once I'm done because, I could have every intention of painting with poodle skirt paint. One of my favorite paints. And then we get to painting and I'm like, you know what? Wild berry is going to look so much better than poodle skirt paint. Let's go with that. So I never want to tell you ahead of time, and I never want to commit to something until it's finally laid down. And so that's why I say, just let me give you the paint list at the end. That way you don't have to go back and scratch it out. Oh, ma'am, that is loud.
Turn that, baby.
Thank you, ma'am. PBS Kids gets really loud on our TV. You could have it at a whisper for Hulu or Netflix, then switch it over to PBS Kids, and it is screaming at you like you didn't clean your room. Okay, the trick to this is it's just like shading, keeping your brush in a particular side. Just pick a side and go with it. and just have a wet surface so that it's just gliding a little bit of paint on there. It's not really like, let me show you. Let me get you kind of close. See, it's not really, it's just kind of like washing it on there. All right, now that we have that, I'm going to let that fully dry. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Mwah. Sorry. Because to make it better. Look at that curl, right? Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? Fresh. It's fresh. Okay. Let's shade her face. We're gonna take a break from her tail feather. Shake a tail feather. We're gonna take a break from her tail feather. We're gonna go over to her face. And we're going to finish shading her face. All right. Here. It looks like I went all the way around on her face in the mock-up, so let's do that. I'm telling you, this white just soaks it up. Okay. I cannot wait to show y'all the final result of this one tomorrow. It's going to be so good looking. She's going to be the cutest little hen in her coop. I bet you all the other hens are just so jealous of her. Like teacher's pet, farmer's pet. I did have fun designing the barnyard. The barnyard set. They were a bunch of fun. And it was hard to decide who got designed and who didn't. So whenever I released them, some people were like, hey, where's the pigs? So I'm like, you know what? I will throw out some pigs next month. I'll get you some pigs. I will get you some pigs. Little wink, wink. I did a couple of horse designs. Someone was asking for a horse, but it was kind of a cartoony horse. I do have some more mature horse designs coming down the design trail in the next few months for like my more mature, like my equestrian people. But I wanted to get my barnyard people taken care of since we had barn coming up. So, oh, she's so cute. Look at her with her little shaded face. I do want to put a little bit more on the top of her head, just because that little whatever that's called. I know one's called a wattle, one's called a comb. You would think that's called a comb, right? Because it's like you comb your hair and it's on their head. You know, yeah. Cows and pigs. Cows are coming. Cindy, I have cows coming. I have a few Highland cows. I have a few Highland cows that I released last. Well, you probably haven't seen them yet. In tribe, and then I have some moo cow, like your traditional barn cow, coming. Cows never disappoint. Everybody loves a good cow. Okay, here's where it gets funky. Okay, because I'm just gonna have to do this quick. I don't want it to mess up my curls. Uh-oh. Hot off the first grade presses. Field day t-shirts. Okay. I'll get it filled out.
And also, Mama, do you know why I had to cross March off?
Because they had to reschedule it.
How do you know?
Because they usually try to do it in March, and I don't know why the schools try to do it in March, knowing that
It was a mistake.
Yeah, well, they always try to schedule it in March, and then they always have to reschedule it because it rains way too much for us to be able to do field day because our field is soaked. It is soaked in March. I mean, April's not much better, but April's their only opportunity to reschedule. I don't know why they just don't start with April. Like, let's just go ahead and have it in April. Let's see. A comb is top and her head wattle is below her beak. Gotcha. Okay. I always wondered which one was which. I'm not a chicken lady. I do think they're adorable, especially when they're chubby like this. Okay. I think we have all the white shaded, which was a lot because she's primarily white. We're almost done. We're going to shade her comb and her wattle. I call it her gobble gobble because, you know, when she eats, it probably goes all over the place. And then her hay. Then her hay. Oh, do we need goats too? Hold on. Hold on. Let me get Ursula out. Goats. Oh, let me write down cows. I already have cows written down in my Procreate app, but just to have it on everything on the same list. Okay, so alizarin crimson. No, there is no questions about what color I like to shade red with. There are, you know what? I'm gonna go a little different. And you're just gonna have to put the word chicken down in the comments to figure out what color I'm using. You're just gonna have to do it because the color it'll be a surprise color. You'll notice it. Like you'll see. If you want to know what color I'm shading the red with, you gotta put chicken in the comments and wait for the color list to pop up. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a side. Like you'll see the shade, like you'll see it like shade, but you won't be able to realize what color it is because it'll blend in too good. Just too good. See that? You see the shade? You see the shade, but you can't tell what it is, can you? I love secrets. Okay. And it's just that, you know, I always have my go-to shade colors. And I get asked a lot, what's your go-to shades? And I do have a Erica shading guide. I do have an Erica shading guide that I can share with you, but that's the colors I use. Now, DecoArt has their own shading guide, but that's because they have access to every single DecoArt color. I don't need to have every DecoArt color. I have a good bit, but I work with what I have. And so, like, I have found tips and tricks on my go-to colors. And I have found that the people who paint along with me tend to have very similar colors to what I have because they're painting along with me. So I like to share the shading colors that I like based off of what I have available. And yes, I could have picked a darker red. I could have totally picked a darker red to shade this. And it wouldn't have been like, it's what I would have normally done. But I just picked a very off the wall color to shade this. And it looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks so good. Okay. And all I did was I just kind of traced the outline of the comb. I just traced it. I'm going to tone this down. As long as it's wet, I can move things around. All I need is a wet brush. There we go. Honestly, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. See, it looks so good. Okay. Let's do the little gobble gobble. The waddle. Okay. I can't show you. I gotta be very careful not to get this on the white because then it'll show you exactly what color I'm using. I almost did that. I almost did it. Doesn't help that I'm using a frayed brush. It has one little hair, one little bristle that's going like, meh. Chickens don't gobble. You tell Graham Wallace that. Okay, Tammy, you tell Graham Wallace that because I'm going to tell you a story. Graham came into Hayden's life when he was 2 years old. Okay, 2 going on 3. And one of the things that they would talk about were animals. And what was it? You would say, chicken goes gobble, gobble. He would teach Hayden. He was in preschool, not even preschool. He was too young for preschool. He would teach Hayden, it was an inside joke between the two of them. Chicken goes gobble, gobble. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It took me a couple weeks to key in on, oh my gosh, that's wrong. Why are you teaching my child? He knew it the whole time. He knew that, like he was telling him that a chicken says a turkey sound. And I'm like, why are you doing that? He's got to go to preschool. He's going to go to preschool saying the chicken goes gobble, gobble. Maybe Graham needs to go hunting with you. Where's Karen? He needs to go hunting with Karen. Oh, wait, no, Tammy too, because Tammy hunts. Yeah, Tammy, come pick my husband up. Take him hunting. He needs to learn. He needs to learn. Oh, my gosh. It's just adorable. All right, now I said that I wanted to use, we're going to go with this color for the, yep. That's not the color. Nope, that's the wrong color. Stand by. Where's burnt orange? I had a burnt orange color out. Did I put it up? Was I a good girl and I put it up? I did. I almost used honey brown. That was the brown that we used for our bear the other day. And I'm like, why is that burnt orange so washed out? That's too cute. It's funny. I don't know if it's cute. It wasn't cute when I had to undo all the damage that was done. Oh, that's way too big of a brush. Let me go smaller brush. Yeah. It's a smaller element. I very rarely use a smaller angle brush to shade, but this is a small piece. And I'm telling you right now, he feels no remorse for what he did. They still say it. Gobble, gobble. Like they walk past each other and say gobble, gobble. And then between him and Raylin, it's meow. Like they meow like a cat. Now, thankfully, he didn't teach her that dogs say meow. Like it stopped with the gobble, gobble. There was one more, and I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't as often as the gobble, gobble. There was one more animal sound that he taught him when he was little. So we just shaded the bottom half of the beak and around the edges. Like I said, if it stays wet, you can move it around. But the second it dries, it's going to be harder to move it around. You can still kind of do it. His little nose. Okay, I got a little bit on the white. I'm going to clean that up. He was trying to be a good daddy. He was trying to be involved. He was doing damage, though. He just doesn't realize how much damage it was to try to teach a kid their barnyard animal sounds. If you do get a color somewhere where it's not supposed to be, as long as it's still a little damp, you can just take a clean angle brush and scoot and boogie it back to where it's supposed to be. Or you can just kind of erase it. You can take the side of it and just kind of like chisel it off. There we go. There was one little like pinhole bit of orange that was over on her white cheek, and that was going to bug me. I really think she needs some 3D glasses. She would be really cute with some 3D glasses. She's about to get some eyeballs though. She's about to get some little glimmers in her eye. I'm just gonna do some little dip dots. She's gonna get bigger dip dots, but I needed her eyes not to look so dark and ominous. Did he also say, what did the fox say? Yes. They played that song on repeat. We should talk Graham into painting with you one day. Hey, Graham, would you ever sit with me on the live and paint with me?
Yes.
Oh, that was a very reluctant yes. He goes, yes. Like, that was full reenactment of that. She needs some eclipse glasses. Her little rectangle glasses. Okay, so our last little bit before we focus on the eyes and finish her up, we need to shade this. We need to shade her. I keep wanting to call it hay, even though it is hay. I mean, it is. Let's be real. It is hay, but we need to shade her bedding, her nest. All right, I'm just gonna swoop this straight from the bottle, golden color. Remember, we ghosted it out to get our hay color. Let's see if I can get you a little closer so that you can kind of see the transformation here. I was hoping I could do that without water, but it really does. I want to get nice clean points. Whatever I do on one side, it's symmetrical for the most part. There's maybe like one spot where it's not symmetrical. There's one spot where it's not. And so I will just maneuver around that when we get there. Let me see. Tell him he can sit on your lap like Raylinda. Terry says you can sit on my lap.
Too big.
He says he's too big. He is not. I'm bigger than him. I'm a solid girl. Solid. I built solid. Let's see. Tim said he would if Graham did, but it has to. But it has a high chance to turn out like the Netflix cake show. Nailed it. Raylan loves that show. So would Graham's. Actually, Graham's not bad. Graham's not bad. Graham can be kind of creative. I don't think I'll ever be able to get him on. Hold on. Y'all should do a duet with the four. It would be fun. Honestly, I would need childcare though. I don't think my children could be here for that. They would sit here with popcorn. And it would be ridiculous. And knowing Marie's kids, it would be an identical situation over there. We should do, I don't know. I think if I came up with a small enough project, something that's not very intimidating, like I have some ideas, like just thinking about it, I've got some ideas drumming up in my head. I think he'd do it. But like if we were painting like a door hanger, you can count Graham Wallace out. Skylar would heckle us. Hayden would too. And Raylan would not leave us alone. I promise you. She would want to be in the middle of it, especially if her daddy's involved. In fact, like she's over there messing with him now. He was doing the dishes and she decided, no, pay attention to me. He's not sick. If you heard him, he's not. He's just got some sinus issues, which can make you feel sick. And he refuses to take any sinus medicine for it. So that sounds like a That sounds like I want to be sick problem at this point. Which, I mean, I kind of get it. I don't like taking meds. It's got to be a last resort for me to choose to go ahead and take meds. But when it comes to sinuses, I know for me, where I live, there's no getting over sinuses. So you might as well just take the meds. Yes, it really is. And I'm telling you, this is where pollen comes to party. Like this is the party town for pollen. All right, just a couple more little spots for this nesting box. Now, I do watch chicken videos on TikTok because I think that they're hilarious. I think they are absolutely hilarious. Now, the reason I sprayed that with water was, one, it was spreading, but it wasn't spreading well enough. It was real choppy, and it was getting a very rough edge. So I just gave it a quick little spritz. Give it a quick little spritz. Ow, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. I have to go now. Enjoyed hanging with you. I always enjoy hanging with you, Terry. You bring the humor. I enjoy a good humor sister. Someone who gets my humor. All right, so make sure you get under her little bum, okay? Give her a little bum shadow. All righty. And a little boob shadow. There we go. Get right there under her little chest right there. All right, now we're going to shade going all the way from the beginning to the end on her little nesting box. Just underneath her, just giving a little shadow casted by her little body. Does not have to be perfect. I'm just kind of slapping it on there, just making sure I have a nice transition between our base coat and our shade color. I'm just kind of tapering it off. Just kind of taper it off. There we go. It looks good. I'm not going to lie. If I do say so myself. Night-night, Terry. She's probably got to go to work here pretty soon. All right. I'm going to give it just a little bit more shadow here. I just feel like she'd be casting just a little bit of a heavier shadow than what I've given her. But I don't want to go so heavy that it looks kind of cartoonish. Like Anna says, I like to keep it natural. All right. What else do we have to do? What else? We have a little bit of highlighting, but she's primarily white. So there's not going to be a lot of highlighting. I know this looks like very campfire-ish. Can we just go there? A little bit better. It's a little far away. It's a press, isn't it, Gina? It's so cute. She's so cute. All right, let me see if I can find. Yep, right there. All right, I am going to go ahead and get my highlight brush out, but I don't know if that's the one I'm going to be using. I may shade on, like do the same technique as my shading. I may shade it on the highlight. I do need to do some dip dots in her eyes, though. I must buy the template. It's 50% off today. If you put 2 in your cart, I extended the template to Wednesday because I posted them late, so I gave you an extra day. So if y'all go over to Wallace House Designs all designs are 50% off. If you have at least 2, you have to have at least 2 in your cart. Let's see. What do I want to do? What am I doing? I need to put a little highlight. Especially on her nose. She needs some on her nose. All right. She needs a little bit on her nose, and I ran out of white paint. So don't forget, if you put the word chicken down in the comments, you get the entire color list plus the link buffet of anything that we talked about today. And you just look for the link that you're looking for. Like if you're just looking for the color list, that's usually at the bottom. So you just go to the very bottom of the link buffet. And then if you're looking for like the stencil that we use, if you're looking for the water bottle that I use, if you're looking for the templates, or the blank, I always link those in the link buffet. I know what I was going to do. I was about to do the dip dots in her eyes. Look at her nose now that we've given it a little bit of a highlight. Oh, girl. We need a chicken name. It needs to start with a C. What's our chicken name? What's her name? What is her name? It needs to start with a C. She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's a lady. Talking about a chicken lady. Doodle, 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 doo. Cornilla. Corn-illa, because chickens eat corn. Right? Did I track with you? Mildred. Oh, it's not a C, but I like it. I like Mildred because corns eat chicken. See, I was with you. I tracked with you. That's why we're friends. All right. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna turn it down with my finger. Hold on. I'm gonna knock most of that off. I think I like it. I think I'm gonna leave it. Okay, we'll just put a little bit. I'm trying to get a soft shade over here, and it's just so heavy. It's because it's red. White and red never play well together. There we go. Just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Leave it alone. Now we do need to do some on her waddle. Just a little. I'm going to do it right here in the peak of her waddle. Just like right there in the middle. Just to make it look like it's round. You can barely see that. Okay. Use my baby wipe and knock most of this paint off. Just kind of soften that up. Yeah. Just tap, tap, tap. Make that lighter. Okay. Chloe, Clucky, Charlotte, Carla Cluck. Oh, Footy. This is Footy from Footies. If you know the story, if you know, you know. Okay. Clucked. Oh, Darlene, I like clucked. Okay, so a lot are coming up with Cornilla or Camilla. Candy. I'm liking all these C names. I am liking them. Okay, so we've given her as much highlight as I think we can give her without it looking kind of funky. We need to do some dip dots. We need to give her some dip dot eyes. I'm going to use the back of a pencil. Just an eraser. That's all I'm going to do. All right, let me look at the mock-up. See how I have her eyes. Bless you.
Thank you. I'll be fine. Mom,
What, baby?
what are you making?
Well, we're still voting on her name, but it's a chicken.
Okay. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Ray. Don't worry, she looks kind of funky, but we're gonna fix her up. She needs one more dip dot.
There's something wrong with this. Something's different.
What's different?
See, that is like that. It's yellow orange, and this one is sunset
I got
orange.
my mock-up wet. I hate it when I do that.
That is sunset orange, and that it says yellow and orange.
It is, isn't it?
So that's the wrong color.
Oh, it might be, isn't it? I'm sorry. It'll be fine. I promise. It will be fine. Let's see.
These all names are really good. I'm just gonna say okay.
I
Well,
don't know if I like her eyes like that.
maybe.
Colette. Clucky sounds like that crazy fun aunt at your dad's side. On your dad's side, everybody loves.
Maybe.
I love it.
Maybe.
I think we are going to take her eyes.
Oh my goodness, that was crazy.
Oh, it's not that bad. We just got to be careful because we don't want to reactivate the paint pen.
Hey, Mom. I think I know what to name her. Fluffy.
Fluffy?
Yeah.
Fluffy the chicken?
Yeah, because she's all fluffy.
She is kind of fluffy. I do like a chubby bird.
Or would you rather swirly or nesty?
Maybe if I make the eye, like the dots in the eyes come off of the eyeball. Because usually when I design, that's how they're never like full. Oh, a caprice. Oh, she's fancy. She's a French hen. I thought French horn. Two French hens. In that part of the song.
Hey, Mama.
I like that.
I have a beautiful name.
What is your beautiful name?
I have two. Flower.
Mm-hmm.
Flower Marie Wallace or
Flower Marie Wallace. I mean.
Or Buttercup Marie Wallace. Buttercup.
Buttercup or Flower?
Buttercup.
Yeah, I kind of like Buttercup too. Well, I'll let you know which one we end up picking.
Oh, okay. Can you do anything now that we should vote?
Well, it's the ladies' pick. They get to pick.
Yeah.
3 French hens. I do like that. Daffodil. Carrie. Is it Coral or Cara? Ooh, Cara.
Spots.
Spot.
I know she doesn't have any spots, but in the eyes with spots. Come on.
Let's see. I just used a dotting tool, and I love this dotting tool. I never really show it, but I do love it.
Yes, it's a painting,
and then I'm going to use a teeny tiny little brush that has a teeny tiny little brush handle.
I think I have a great name.
Oh yeah, this was much better. Much better. I made her eye glimmer come off of her. Give me a second, baby girl. Made it come off of her eye just a smidge. And then I put the like extra little glimmer above that. All right, what, baby? I mean, I like the Marie for the middle name. Miss Marie says she likes the Marie for the middle name.
Yeah, but I actually think that what if we name her? I think what if we name her? We can name her color like orange, red, and white, something.
Snow White.
Yes!
I knew that would get her.
But actually, no.
Okay.
A rainbow.
A rainbow. Cool. Okay, can I finish painting with my friends now? I'll let you know which name they pick, okay?
Oh, it's gonna be rainbow.
All right. So, all the votes are casted. Which one are we falling in love with? I mean, I'm kind of, even though it's not a C name, I'm kind of down with Footy. You already have Chatty Chloe. Yes, I do have Chatty Chloe. She is an old school design. She's old school. I'm going to I'm going to highlight. Y'all know me. I like to highlight. I'm going to buff on some highlight in her hay while we chat about this. And then I'm going to do her cheeks. And then we're done. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight a little bit of her hay just to give it a little light. I'm just doing the big open spots. Like right here. Oh, wait, you couldn't see that, could you? Can you kind of see where I did that? This is definitely just, I hate, like, I have yet to find a way for me to be able to teach this through a screen. But the best way I can, light pressure, very minimal paint on your brush. I dip it in paint. Like, do you see, like, it's itty bitty little amounts. I tap all of it off, all of it. And then I swirl, 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 swirl. Miss a Lucky. She's a Miss a Lucky. Miss Clucky. Oh, we could be Miss Clucky. I think that's what you meant to type. I do like Footy. Although I think I'm gonna reserve Footy for like a rooster. I think that's what we're gonna, even though Chick-fil-A is a chicken, Footy just sounds masculine. I think I'm gonna reserve that for a rooster. Because all chickens, right? Chickens are female. Am I right? Goldie Hen. I know we stopped nominating, but I love a good pun. Goldie Hen. Oh, like Goldie Hawn. I like it. Cindy Lou Who. Chicky Lou Who. Chicky Lou Who. Maybe Chicky. And I don't want to do Chick, because what if we have a little baby chick design and we want to name it Chicky? I didn't want to do a lot of highlight on this, but I knew it needed a lift. It really did need a lift. So I'm just going to buff this white on. All I'm doing is buffing some white. It's dry brushing. I mean, dry brushing is a really loose term. It's really hard for me to say we're dry brushing when really this is buffing. But it's basically the same amount of paint on a dry brush. It's really dry. Like, this brush has no moisture to it. I am depositing dry paint in circular motion. It's a hard technique to teach when I can't be there to show you. First off. See, I was tracking with you. I know what you meant. Darlene. I got you. Chickpea. Chickpea. Oh, Cindy, we're reserving that. That's going to be our chick's name. Done. We don't even have to have a vote on that. Chickpea, because we will have a chick. We will have a chick. I feel like now that we voted on everything, I feel like a chick is needed. I feel like a rooster is needed. I mean, this could be a whole decor set. I love Chickpea. Oh my God. I love Footy. And I mean, we all know why. We don't have to discuss it. We know why. Okay, so I do like Caprice. I'm not gonna lie, because of the 3 French hens, you just got me there with the Christmas, connecting it to Christmas, because Christmas is my favorite. I do like Caprice. I do feel like anybody outside of this live is not going to understand why we named it Caprice. They were like, well, that's unique. Okay. I do like Caprice. I will have to do red swirls on video. That does look like the Chick-fil-A. It really does. Oh my gosh. We could have done red swirls. It would have matched. It would have done fine. With the mock-up, I was just trying to keep the focus on her face. For some reason, her face was just, I did not want to overpower her. She was just so subtle. I love Caprice too. I love it. But I feel like this is a country, just as country as she can get out. I'm about to go through these. I need something that sounds cottage country. Like, a rooster is always about the tail. I'm telling you. He shakes some tail feathers. Do I want to do a little something up here? Just a little in the wall. Just a little. Yeah, you can't see that, but it's phenomenal. If I do say so myself, just a little smidge, just a little light. Let's see if I can get you. You see it? Just a hint. It's just a hint of paint. It's nothing too much. And I'm going to do some here because I do have a little bit of gray showing through. Okay. Now I need to do pink. I need a baby pink. Oh, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. One dot of pink. Well, I need to put this over here so I don't forget to add that. That's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint. We're going to tap. In fact, we might even pick up some white and ghost this out. Yeah. Just a little bit. Okay. She's a Southern Belle from French descent. She's from the French Quarter. She's a Louisiana chicken. I mean, rightfully so, right? All right. Just give her a little bit of a rosy cheek. Let me see how far down I go. Okay, yeah, right here. Go both directions. See, look at that. Just like little glimmer of paint. And I hope y'all see whenever I use this, that y'all see that my paint's not perfect. It's not perfect. These techniques are not for you to be like the most precise painter. This is for you to like have the impression of natural. Just natural. It just looks natural. Look at her little cheeks. I love the rosy cheeks. Look what I did. Oh, you can't see it. I smeared her eyeball. I smeared it. It's okay. I can fix it. We can fix it. Need a little bit of black. We can fix it. Okay, so can't do Chloe because I've already named one chicken Chloe and they're totally different chickens. Oh Lord, Raylan is just having a little concert in there. Celine. Celine Dion has my heart. Oh my gosh, I think I like Celine. Oh my gosh, I think I like Celine. I like Camille. I like Colette. And I like Celine. Okay, those are the three. Camille, Colette, and Celine. What we got? Those are the three. Now, if it's Camille, we could do Cornel. But also Cornel kind of sounds like if we do Camille, Cornel kind of sounds like I've known a kid with the name Cornell, and it was a boy. So, like, I think I'm going to go, although Marie, you were a genius for coming up with that. I think we're going to go with Camille for this version. So, Colette, Camille, or Celine. So, Roxana has voted for Celine. We got to vote for Celine. First one that gets 3. And while we're voting, can we just talk about how majestically beautiful she is? Oh my gosh. What's wrong with it? Oh, is it
notification?
Oh, it's just I don't know what's adding itself to my. And she just okay. Hold on. Okay, so we've got Roxana said Celine, Valerie said Camille, Cindy said Celine, so Camille. Elisa said Camille. Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. Confetti. All right. Oh wait, Lisa. Oh wait, hold on. We have Camille and Camille. All right, we have 2 Camilles, 2 Celines. Darlene was the deal breaker. She said Celine. Celine.
We naming the chicken?
Huh?
Are we naming the chicken?
Yeah. Look how adorable she is. She deserves a name. She's not becoming dinner, okay? She's going to be our prize chicken who lays all the beautiful speckled eggs, okay?
No.
All the beautiful speckled eggs. Taylor. Cindy says Taylor. She's just random. Just
What about
let's name her
Nugs?
Taylor. Huh?
Nugs.
Hayden says nugs, like chicken nuggets, nugs. No, because she's never gonna be. Look. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, I had so much fun hanging out with you and painting and voting with you. I will get her posted tomorrow. I got to get her edges cleaned up. I've got to get some Velcro on her. We will get her on the porch cleaner. I have got to decide what we're going to do for a door hanger because I do think I want her to be a decor set. I do think so. All right. So, like I said, put the word chicken down in the comments. I will come back after the live sometime between now and in the morning and comment all the things that we talked about, including the complete color list of all the things that we used today. Put that down in the comments, the word chicken. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.